Hey guys, welcome back. So Bklean's ex Jazz was recently live and talked about Bkleaan trying to use her to intimidate his baby mama Yulema, and she also talked about why she wouldn't date a man with kids.
While they were like exchanging their kid, and he was like, "Babe, get out the car." He's like, "I'm just kidding." Like he thought it would be funny for me to get out the car to intimidate her and threaten her. To see that he's with another woman as if she gave a fuck. I'm like, that's so childish of you, bro. So I just feel like there was some childish things, and I like didn't want to be in the middle of the drama and be like a punch for him to use at her, you know? And I was like, so when I heard that, like, I was like, to me it wasn't funny. I didn't say anything, but I was just like, okay, noted, because I think that's fucked up. Like, regardless of what the drama is, I feel like you should have the most love, utmost respect for your baby mama, regardless of what y'all have been through, you know? Because like at the end of the day, that's the mother of your child, and you only want to see your child to see the love and respect that you have for the mother, you know? So I know his motives don't seem sincere by saying that. Yeah, like, so I felt like I was just being used to get back at the baby mama, and I'm just not about that, you know? And I had always told him, like, you know, like, obviously, like, me and your baby mama, I'm sure she doesn't want to be best friends, but like, I would love to talk to her. I would love to have, you know, like, some sort, like, respect her boundaries and talk to her and see how she feels about the situation, you know? Because we lived in two different places. He lived in California and I lived here, so obviously if things would have worked out, I would have been going back and forth a lot and staying at his place, and obviously his kid stays with him, you know? So yeah, so that happened. And then I remember when I was hanging around the kid, I was like on the couch, like just playing with him. He was like walking around. I would like catch his fall to make sure he didn't like fall off the couch. And then I remember like we took him somewhere. We got McDonald's and stuff, and he was in the car seat and I was driving his car. And like I was just kind of thinking, like, damn, bro, like I feel bad. Like I took it to a whole other level, but this is just how I seen it. Like, and I know that him and his baby mama will never get back together, but I felt like I was breaking up a family. Like, I really felt like I was breaking up a family. I felt like I was just this bitch coming in, even though the little boy's so small, doesn't know what's going on. But like, it wasn't a situation that I felt good in. It wasn't a situation I felt confident in. It wasn't a situation I felt like I could be in. So like, I just felt like I'm just the girlfriend coming in and hanging out with the kid, and like, I don't know, it just kind of broke my heart. Like, I felt like I was breaking up a home, and that I would never, like, I would be the reason of why his mom and his dad can never be together, and his mom and his dad aren't at a good point. And I just felt like I would just be adding fuel, you know? And so also too, like, when we had the kid with us, like, I just kind of felt like taking out the stroller, strapping in the baby, feeding the baby. Like, I didn't want to do that, and that sounds so selfish, but like, it really is. Like, I live in a selfish world where I can make those decisions because I don't have kids. I don't have to do that, you know? So like, I felt like I couldn't do that. I felt like I wasn't strong and built for that. I think there's a lot of women who are willing to take on another person's child. Me personally, I'm not ready for that. I'm not built for that. So I decided real quick that like, I really have to take this into account, that if I'm gonna date this man, his child is always gonna be around. His child is always gonna come first. And I kind of wanted to live in a world where me and my man can go on date night and we don't have to pull out the stroller. We don't have to worry about the babysitter, you know? Not that that's like the end of the world, but like, I just felt like I wanted more selfish. Like, I wanted more time with like my man. I wanted it to just be me and him. And at the same time, like, this is gonna sound really, 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 really fucked up. And I know some people may agree with it, and I know some people are not gonna agree with it. But me personally, like, I really, really thought about it when I came back home, and I was like, this is gonna be selfish, this is gonna be fucked up, but I would rather start a family of my own from the ground up. Like, I don't know if I want all the drama. I don't know if I want to mix in, you know what I mean? But like, that's just me deciding on my boundaries and what I want in my life. And I decided that I didn't want to mesh families, and I would just like to start my own family and have like my own pregnancy be special to me. It be my first pregnancy, and me and my partner like experiencing those things together, like as a first time parent, you know? And so I was kind of like, I came back home, and obviously there was a lot of other drama. Like, he was cheating on me, he gave me chlamydia and all that other stuff, right? So it was like all of those other things, you know, that I found out after. And I was like, this was God telling me, like, no, like, you just can't do it. So, like, I think whoever's in his life, whatever he's doing, cool, whatever. But for me personally, I couldn't do it. I wasn't strong enough. I couldn't do it. I could not date with somebody with children. Like, I'm not going to waste their time. I'm not going to waste my time. And obviously the child's time. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Going into it, that's how I feel about it. Y'all asked how I feel about men with children, and I feel like I've tried it, and that used to be my number one thing. That I would say I'd never date a man with kids, and I did it twice, and I really found out real quick. I was like, I cannot do this. Like, I'm not made for this, and I feel like I'm very, very selfish, and I just can't do it, you know?
So some people feel like Jazz stays talking about Bkleaan because she's trying to stay relevant, but the majority of people felt like she did nothing wrong and was just speaking her truth, including Bkleaan's baby mama Yulema, who dropped a comment and said, "This popped up on my For You page. People hate for us to talk about our experience because it doesn't align with their weird reality. We know what it is, girl. You don't need to explain to anyone." As you guys can see, Jazz responded to her and said, "Thank you. I'm rooting for you and proud of everything you've overcome. You're so strong." Jazz had posted this statement to try and clarify things. She said, "I was giving advice to another girl asking me on live on my views on dating men with children and my experience because she's dealing with the same thing. That's it, just giving advice on my experience. I talked about someone else prior I was speaking to that had a child as well, and that was never recorded. I'm not looking for any attention. I live a very peaceful, calm life and like to keep it that way. And that's why I never mention names or people, because it's not to stir drama, just to give an explanation on my experience. It's been a while now and think this has been blown out of proportion." She also said, "Also wanted to mention I'm not apologizing, just wanting to set the record straight on how the conversation came about. Because I said what I said and I meant what I said. So I honestly don't see anything wrong with what she said. I don't feel like she was trying to start drama and talked about it in a respectful way. So I feel like people are just trying to make something out of nothing." But yeah, guys, I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. Do you guys feel like she was trying to start drama, or do you guys feel like she's valid? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know. But that does conclude the video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.